Okay, well, let's get into what we wanted to talk about.
Sure thing.
Grammy nomination season is in.
Yeah, all the nominations just came out this week, right?
Yeah.
And there's some, there are some pretty good acts on there, some recognition. I think it was for the Album of the Year category, it's the first time like a white man wasn't involved in like 17 years or something.
Oh, yeah, since the 90s.
Yeah, and it's like who's it, like Donald Glover, Kendrick, Jay-Z.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah.
Awaken My Love was really good.
Amazing.
Just missed the cutoff last year, I guess. I think it was November or something.
Oh, was that? I was wondering. I was like, I didn't.
Yeah. So, but we were just talking about the fact that a lot of the times the Grammys sort of kind of just end up honoring the same people every year, whether it be the Taylor Swifts or the Ed Sheerans, etc. Obviously, it's nice that the like POC artists are now getting more and more recognition, but in the end, it's kind of glorifying scenes that are kind of already glorified, right? Pop at large, whatever.
Yeah.
So we've just been talking about, what's the point? Like, it feels like more and more people are like woefully like avoiding it. Like Frank Ocean didn't submit any of his music. Or,
I did not know that.
Like a lot of musicians are now starting to take stands against it because it's like, what's the point, right?
Yeah, right.
So, like, what are your guys' thoughts? Like, on somehow getting it to approach and benefit smaller music scenes, I guess,
Sure. Yeah, I mean, me personally, I honestly don't pay attention to the Oscars or the Grammys. I think that it's all political bullshit, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, like if you create an album of the year and you're offered this award, like it's really cool and it's an honor, but at the same time, it's like still gonna go home to my garage and try to write another one.
For real. Yeah.
In terms of the people that keep getting chosen to get up there, it's kind of like what Kanye West said one year at I think like the Music Awards or something. He's like, if you don't start nominating certain people, nobody's going to show up to these things.
I was going to say that. I think it's just the ticket sellers,
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's just it's being safe. They're not. I mean, who runs it anyway? Who are these people?
It's always the Academy.
It's the Academy. That's
the Academy.
That's the
but
official.
It's like, have they ever gone to a basement show?
I don't.
Do they know?
Do they even know?
I don't know if it's like album sales or whatever, or know. And like what classifies as a new artist, because it feels like a lot of the times the best new artists are people that have been around for years. And they just managed to finally make commercial mainstream.
Like SZA.
Yeah.
Right. And when that happens,
hopefully SZA will win.
Yeah, and that's cool when that happens. When a band's been like we don't know the trials that some of these artists have had.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because even like for instance, like what band were we talking about? We were talking about the White Stripes. Like we they released something in '97. But they didn't make it till like 2001. You don't know what those like 4 years were like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So technically, they're a '90s band.
Right. Yeah. And it's like it's interesting because it's.
I know.
It's like that band. Nobody knew who that band was until 2001. You know, and everything that they had to do, and this is in relation to other bands that are going through even twice as much. Like there's a band called Boxer Rebellion that I really like from the UK. They've been around since the '90s. And I feel like I didn't hear about them until like 3 years ago. It's crazy.
Elbow,
yeah.
Elbow
is like one of my favorite bands, and nobody knows them here.
Well, it's funny because Elbow got big because of Grounds for Divorce.
Yeah, that's fire, man.
And that was in like video game commercials and like ABC shows and stuff. Yeah. And I got to see them once at the 1 year lived Philly Popped Festival.
Oh, nice.
And so I saw them right when they came out with Build a Rocket Boy, I guess their second album.
Oh yeah.
So songs like The Birds and stuff, really cool. Yeah,
that's awesome. Yeah,
really
we were
cool.
gonna go see them. They came around in November, the beginning of November.
Yeah, like Fillmore's.
Yeah. We had a show and we were like, should we cancel our show?
We were really bummed out we couldn't see them. Yeah.
It's worth it.
I'm wondering if we could possibly run a better Grammy.
Probably.
Like all of like the indie artists, the alternative artists.
I think that's actually the solution. I think that the solution is like music enthusiasts taking control and trying to make it happen. And if it's genuine and it's coming from the heart, I always say that with songwriting too. People are gonna follow it.
Yeah,
You
and
know?
it definitely falls into play of what like music publications and their role and end of the year lists, etc.
Right.
You know, so it doesn't
Yeah, that's
really turn into like an award show, but it's like, hey, like Pitchfork said this really cool thing about me. Like,
Yeah.
You know, so I feel like music publications can definitely play a role. And,
Totally, yeah.
And
Music curators,
Yeah,
they call
yeah,
it nowadays.
the influences.
Hey, we're kind of that. We're kind of curious.
No, you guys are just awesome. That's
Hey,
There it is.
you guys got us pizza. Right?
Yeah.
Nobody has ever bought us
Yeah.
pizza.
That's
Yeah.
all we do.
Dusty water. Damn, man.
Great,
Yeah, ask for
actually.
more.
Yeah.